Good morning, all of my YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram fans. This is C Temptation coming to you with another video of Chicago Talk. Now, this morning, on this early, chilly Wednesday morning, I'm going to do something different. I'm not going to do any news today. I'm going to be doing story time. And I'm sitting back here relaxing with a cup of coffee in my hand, and I'm going to tell a story about a very important part of history in Chicago. And this is called The History of House Music and How it First Originated here in Chicago. Now, how the story goes, it was a club that was originated that lasts from the year of 1977 to 1983, and it was called the Warehouse. Now, at that time, the owner of the warehouse, he was looking for a DJ to open up the club. Now, the person who he located, he was a well-known DJ, but keep in mind he wasn't originally from Chicago, and he was known. His name was the late and great Frankie Knuckles. Okay. Now, how that started was the owner had the owner had went to New York, and he found Frankie Knuckles and gave him the opportunity to open at the warehouse and become, one of his, top name DJs. So Frankie Knuckles had decided he took the job. He flew to Chicago and he opened up for the warehouse, and that's how house music started. Now, for those of the new generation that is not familiar with house music, basically what it originated from disco music. And what they did, they took the disco music and combined that into synthesized beats, and then they combined that into a high energized type of soul. So, as far as house music, it's just something. I came from that era personally, but when you talk about house music, it just does something to your spirit, and it just makes you feel really, really good. It just takes you to a whole nother level. And and back then, when house music first came out, it was really a lot of fun. The late and great Frankie Knuckles, that's how he got his start in Chicago, and he just recently passed away about 2 years ago from diabetes. God rest his soul. And then later on, that's when all the other famous DJs came out, like, for example, the Hot Mix 5. That's when Farley Jackmaster Funk. That's when Ralphie Rosario, Mickey Mix and Oliver, Kenny Jam and Jason, and Scott Smoking Sills, they had made a name for themselves in Chicago. They started with on the radio station WBMX, and each DJ had an opportunity to, play their mixes on Saturdays. The mixes was really, really nice. I had a ball listening to their mixes at the time. Now, last year, the Hot Mix 5, they celebrated their 35th year anniversary that they had at the McCormick Place. And I had the opportunity to attend that festival, and I had a chance to meet Scott Smoking Sills, and that was a very, very great opportunity. Because he is a well-known legend. And from that point, after when house music took place, it took off here in Chicago, then it started getting well known, and then eventually it got well known over in Europe. And to this point today, it's still well known in Europe. Now, it still exists today as far as house music, even though the kind of trend has changed a little bit, but it's not the same like it was back during that time, when Frankie Knuckles and Farley Jackmaster Funk and Scott Smoking Sills and Mickey Mix and Oliver and all them had came into play. So, they've been around, and house music has been around for like 35 years, so it really made a well-known name for itself. Then another group that came out, which is the Chosen Few. I think they still do summer events. They spin downtown at times, and they have guest DJs to appear and do their mixes, and it's just something about that. It's just something about that high energy. It just brings your spirit to just a different level. And when it first started back in the 70s and 80s, then it just brought a lot of black people together. It was a lot of love going on, and all this was going on. It was no violence at the time. Everybody just got together and just danced and just had a lot of fun, and everybody just enjoyed themselves, still like it should be. So, but it's house music is still around, but it's not the same, like it used to. Because everybody branched off into hip hop and rap now, and and it's just not the same like it used to. I still listen to it, it's still around though, but but it's mostly played like on the north side, but it's nowhere near like it is on the south side because everybody's into the hip hop and the rap music and a little bit of R&B. So, but anyway, but that's pretty much the history, the story about how house music has originally, started. And that piece of history, that was really, it was really known in Chicago because it started here, and that's the roots of house music. It started here in Chicago, and it still exists now. So this is C Temptation. I'm about to get ready to wrap this story up. So my next video, I'm going to do one of my poems in honor of National Poetry Month. So, I've been writing poetry for over 20 years. So what I'm going to do is bring one of my pieces and I'm going to spit it to you on YouTube. So if you like this video, click like, give me the thumbs up on it. If you want to leave a comment, you're more than welcome to leave a comment. Also, share this video. Please share. Subscribe, hit that notification, hit that bell on the bottom, that way you could be notified of my future videos. So with that being said, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. I want to wish you all safe travels while you're traveling to work or school. This is C Temptation again with Chicago Talk. And how I like to end this video, I just use my famous word, namaste. Peace be unto you. Enjoy your Wednesday and have a wonderful and blessed day, and you take care. Bye-bye.